They're both similar vehicles, but I'm a little taken aback here because I'm trying to figure out which one was the original pursuit vehicle and what this other vehicle is doing part of this. And on top of all this, we're in LAX airspace, so Air 7 going to have to do some fancy maneuvering here to keep up with this one. Now we have two vehicles that CHP is in pursuit of now, and they just split another vehicle there, and we're continuing northbound. Passing 98, CHP picked it up, and CHP has been continuing to follow this one at very erratic speeds on surface streets through South LA. Still on Slauson, passing Verdun. Very excessive speeds for this surface street. Slauson's a big road, but it's not a road you should be going 100 miles an hour on. There's a red light. We're going to fly through that red light, continuing westbound. You're good to line up with it, I think, unless they're telling you otherwise. Another red light there that we just flew through. And we're back into LAX airspace again. So you'll have to excuse the right angle, the wide angle, excuse me, as we barely made that turn, that bend in the road heading down La Brea. Looks like he wanted to make a right turn there, thought better of it, continuing southbound now. That CHP unit getting very close. It looks like we might try a pit, and he's just going to come right in front of him. This CHP unit trying to block in traffic, and the suspect able to somehow evade that. There's a pedestrian there, and it looks like we're going to make a U-turn. That CHP unit trying to go for a pit there. There looks to be a lot of damage on that rear bumper, and now we're going westbound Centinela again. I'm hearing CHP mention spike strips. Another left turn. That CHP there right on the bumper. It looks like they're going to go for a pit on that quarter panel. CHP thinking otherwise. There's pedestrians, there's parked cars in the area. These very narrow residential streets. It looks like Enterprise Avenue. This suspect just kind of picking areas and then doing a couple circles in them and then moving somewhere else. But now we're coming northbound. Northbound on Plymouth, and one CHP unit getting in the way. Oh, very close to hitting that officer. That suspect coming to a stop. The door's open. Suspect's out. He's running. He's grabbing his waistband. Very dangerous situation. A lot of CHP units in the area, and the suspect continuing to run. Looks like he's down Centinela, excuse me. Multiple CHP units are pulling over. One CHP unit on foot in pursuit. The suspect running on foot through a neighborhood here on Enterprise Avenue near the area of Centinela. Suspect running westbound towards Enterprise. The CHP air unit is calling out these alleyways and intersections, getting these CHP officers on foot into the area. There's the suspect again. There he is again, and one CHP unit right behind him. He has him at gunpoint. There's another CHP unit close behind. It was Beverly Hills PD that started following a stolen vehicle, and it continued southbound on the 405, eastbound on the 105, did circles around South LA, and came to a crashing end. We saw multiple impacts with CHP cruisers. The suspect actually rammed through one of the CHP cruisers as it did a maneuver to block traffic, something I've actually never seen CHP do, at least in recent times. Usually they try to pit, but they don't usually try to block a suspect like they did here. After the block, the suspect got out of the vehicle and ran into a neighborhood. CHP went in foot pursuit, and they followed the suspect as he hopped down alleyways through an apartment complex, and eventually CHP was able to take the suspect into custody, all for a peaceful end to this wild pursuit. And now CHP is going to be investigating and putting all the pieces together, figuring out what all to charge this suspect with after multiple accidents. Live in Air 7 HD in the Inglewood area on Centinela and Inglewood Avenue. Gabe Santos, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.